everybody. As I was just talking with the people that's on live, we just got done watching AEW Dynamite. Uh, when I turned it on for the live, we was watching the closing moments of it. You take care too. Like I said, you got people on YouTube live, coming on, chatting on. Like I just told them, like they want to talk about anything wrestling related or also anything like comic book related, because those are the two topics we're gonna talk about tonight. So no Bucks talk tonight or no development in Milwaukee talk tonight, because I didn't find like any stories that would be good enough to talk about for tonight. So I did that, and like I said, we're just gonna see if there's any topics like wrestling that we're gonna talk about, because there's one I'm gonna talk about which y'all can see right here. Backstage details on reportedly the last minute change made for this past Sunday's pay per view. We're gonna talk about that. There's probably like a few more things that we probably gonna end up talking about. And the video I did yesterday, of course, I was talking about Stephanie Vancouver, who is now a double champion, the first NXT double champion, female wise, on NXT. So yeah, that's really new and that's really huge. I don't know, but there were some rumors out there that saying that Julia could have been injured. I don't think it was the day of. I think it was like she was injured before, like when she had her last match or something. So that's probably why they decided to put it on her. So yeah, I can understand that. Let's see. Of course, Vince Russo is upset with this past Monday's Raw, which I don't even think about him. I don't think that man needs to be talking about much how he ended up ruined or had the demise of WCW. But yeah, it was like somebody on here. It was on Facebook that just saying like this year's AEW is getting worse than the 2000s WCW. That's crazy. Then again, around what was it, around like 99 and 2000, I didn't watch WCW because like only had time to watch Raw, and I just didn't have much for didn't have that much for time to watch it. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else to talk about, but it's probably going to end up being about that. Okay, I probably will read on like that one too, with her decision to go to NXT over the main roster. So we will talk about that. But there is one thing I can like mention right now about the Shinsuke Nakamura situation. So some people thought, he lost the United States title is because that his contract was going to expire and he wasn't going to renew it. So to let y'all know, seems like that report is false. Trying to see, there's really ain't much to. Yeah, it really ain't, that much, talk about just those two things. So, like I said, but we are going to talk about, some wrestling, and let's just get to that now. So, I'm going to get to the backstage details on reported last minute changes to AEW Revolution main event, which I know y'all probably heard me say it, but I'm going to say it again. I think that was the worst ending of pay-per-view so far. Well, the worst for AEW so far. Let's see. Fan reception to the main event of AEW Revolution on Sunday wasn't exactly positive, which, I understand. Following Jon Moxley retained the AEW World Championship against Coop, with Christian Cage cashing in his contract to make the match a triple threat, many fans wanted to see the end of the Death Rider storyline, but thanks in part to Cage as well as Wheeler Muta, Moxley was able to lead with the title in the briefcase before being confronted and taken out by the number one contender, Swerve Strickland. Okay, I guess it was talked about yesterday that that he heard that the main event ending could have gone down very differently with even more people involved. Of course, if you had like more of a Death Riders involved, it would like make more sense. But still, no. Let's see. I don't know all the details, but there was apparently some idea of the main event that involved way more people than ended up being out there, doing some returns. Let's see. At the last minute, it just got axed. I don't know who it was or what they were going to do, but there was a second plan that didn't take place. Wait. He was an admin that Shane McMahon wasn't meant to debut. Whoever was meant to return had already been in AEW in the past. Let's see. He said he also had to read an online rumor that Coop refused to put over Cage, but said, "Yeah, I think that's false too." So, you know, Adam Copeland and Christian Cage are like very good friends. No, they met each other when they was like training before they went to WWE. So I don't think that. I think that's false story right there. Oh crap. Okay. Let's see. What else? I will say I'm 99% sure. No matter what was the plan before Moxley was always retained, he was going to face Swerve at the next pay per view. Okay, so okay, not really like a shock value that they will have more people like to interfere in the match, which wherever. But I'm sorry, but the ending of that main event still sucked. You could at least had like Christian Cage at least like cash it in and won the title, which I still don't get why people didn't. Why But then again, you got your booker to blame, and that's Tony Khan. Like I say, he's not a great booker, and I don't know why he tried to be the booker. He should give the reins to somebody else. But that's just me. Like all the matches was good except for the ending of that main event. Oh yeah, there was another thing I want to talk about. Although WWE didn't officially said the natural disasters are going to be part of the Hall of Fame, there's probably going to be they're going to mention them probably sooner or later. But in y'all opinion, who's online right now? So you got Triple H, you got Michelle McCool, you got Lex Luger, and you got soon they're going to name them the natural disasters. Um, there's going to be like one person left that they're going to put in the Hall of Fame. So who is that person? If y'all have like an opinion on that, like who you think is going to be the last person they're going to put in the Hall of Fame, let me know. So maybe somebody good, or because they ain't doing the Warrior Award anymore since they let go of Dana Warrior because of with freaking aren't you a sweetheart? Let's see, with only a little month to go for the Hall of Fame class of 2025. Triple H was the first person announced at the end of 2024. Yeah, he was. Yeah, the first one to announce, and he said like if y'all like heard that Triple H didn't want him putting himself into the Hall of Fame. Not like this soon. So it was something that went over his head, and they decided put him on there. But in my opinion, putting Triple H on there is better late than never. So, well, rather now than later. Yes, I do. Oh God. So yeah, it was mainly like but I'm still interested in like who they think is going to put in that final spot in the Hall of Fame. So that's going to be like the dribbling question. So they're going to name the natural disasters in there sooner or later. So they got a little time to do that, and especially to add somebody in there like the final person that will be in it. So I think that probably will be announced maybe either late this month or early next month. So yeah. I think people seen you before, so.
No, everyone.
Oh, not everyone. They probably have. Let's see. Trying to think. Yeah, because there was something else I was looking at that I wanted to talk about. Of course, everybody probably didn't like the with Amazon deal with with AEW, joining them. Ooh, excuse me. But I just think that you would think it was gonna be like a cheap deal for them to have Amazon, like their cheap PPV or pay per views, like cheap, but which they was explaining it, but I don't know. I just think it's not good. Um, let's see. Because y'all know about all the matches that happened yesterday on NXT. Like I said, I apologize for not, talking about it, giving my prediction yesterday. So we will look at the results of Roadblock, just in case some of you didn't see it yesterday. So let's talk about it. Let's see. The Hardys versus Nathan Frazier and Axman for the TNA Tag Champions, where the Hardys are defending it against the NXT Tag Champions, because I think they defended the NXT Tag Champs on TNA. I think it was sometime this month, I believe. And the Hardys did retain their TNA Tag Champions. Kind of expected. Roxanne Perez versus Jordan Grace, which I thought was an interesting match. And Jordan Grace did win the match. So I guess it's gonna be like, what next for her? We don't know. So well, a match I thought it was gonna be the main event, but it ended up being like, somewhere in the middle of the card. Oba Femi defended the NXT Championship against Moose. Another great match. It was like going on to the bitter end, and Oba Femi did retain. So no good news. Yeah, Ethan Page versus Javon Evans in the New York Street Fight. That had to be in match of the night, in my opinion. It was just crazy. Especially Javon Evans jump off the rope, over the ropes and end up giving Ethan Page the cutter on the table, which I think Javon Evans got the worst out of that one, but it was still a good move. But yeah, match of the night. So that's what I have to say about that match. Javon Evans did win. He finally beat Ethan Page. Thank God for that. So this new crew ended up taking him out. Eddie Thrope and Trick Williams, they had their little argument and stuff like that. And of course, the main event, winner takes all. Julia defends her NXT Women's title against Stephanie Vancouver, who's also defending her North American title. Good match, and this is one of those matches I'm gonna watch again. I may end up watching like just the whole show again. Probably will do that, and of course, Stephanie Vancouver is still the North American Women's Champion and also the now new NXT Women's Champion. So, great special event, and like I said, I apologize for not putting like my predictions out. But even if I did, the only one I really got wrong would be the women's match. The main event. That's probably the only match I probably would have got wrong, because I thought Julia would end up being both, and but I think sooner or later, if the injury thing, if it's not true, I think Julia will end up being called up to the main roster very soon. So so much she did for so little time, and thought it was great. So, but then again, you heard that the WWE is going to do their draft like after WrestleMania, so why not? So I just think they should call her up. Maybe Stephanie Van Kerr get called up too. You never know. So we'll see how the draft's going to be. So it's going to be I know it's gonna be after WrestleMania. Maybe like the SmackDown. It may start from the SmackDown after WrestleMania. It's probably what it is, but don't know for sure. But we will see. If I had to get this special event, I'm a graded at A, so very close to an A plus. So I'll get that an A. And as for rating it, I will rate it a 9 out of 10 because I think they could have like squeezed in like maybe one more match. I think they could have. But it's like they never go over like overtime and stuff like that. So I'm just surprised they ain't try to do that. So of course y'all heard me that the street fight would be my match of the night for that. So what special event they're gonna have next? We already know they're gonna have Stand and Deliver in April. Then you got Battleground in May. So, and I know they normally will have like spring break in April, but I don't know but they do got time to do that. They could do that like in early April if they want to, and we will see. Okay, that's not the Let's see if there's any other news we can get to before I can talk about other wrestling things. So just hold on to that and let's just get to it. Oh, Will Ospreay declared for. Oh, that's what he's talking about. He was going for the Owen Hart tournament for the A. Yeah, because the winner for both men's and women get like a AEW world title shot, men's and women's. So I guess that's probably one of the things in the in the summer that'd be interesting for like AEW to having that Owen Hart tournament because everybody loves Owen Hart. But I know still people like question like why in the world they doing an Owen Hart tournament in AEW and he never has been in AEW. Like AEW wasn't even a thought before that incident. Oh, okay. The ESPN series of Stephanie McMahon. I think it's a good idea and for her to do that, especially she's not like in January the Royal Rumor that Stephanie was back in the WWE fold, but like she wasn't like of course not returned to the company. I don't think she even was returned to. Even if Triple H, her husband, will ask her to come back, I don't think she will. I think she's happy like where she at. So it's like mainly she's gonna interview like notable figures from WWE's past and present. So that'd be interesting, especially the Vince is not anywhere involved with WWE anymore. So it will premiere ESPN Plus on Wednesday, March 26th. Oh wow, Peyton Manning produced this. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, Stephanie Place is expected to be wrestling favorite version of Manning's own series Manning's Place, which also air on ESPN Plus. I will go back to buying ESPN Plus, but no, they raised up their prices and they cost too much, so it's gonna suck. This first episode will see McMahon interviewing CM Punk just prior to SummerSlam in Cleveland this past August. Then episodes will be with Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Charlotte Flair, Roman Reigns, and other members of the Bloodline. Announcer Pat McAfee, interesting. Undertaker, and Triple H. The fine episode will be airing May 28th. We'll see Stephanie McMahon interviewing John Cena with what they will expect on like Cena's career. So like it'll be interesting, but it's like ESPN Plus, like what they're charging for, how much for their service now is just starting to get ridiculous. So no. Um, it was something else that I saw before we move on. Let's see. Yeah, we know about that. What's this thing just stopped popping up? Of course, I heard this from a friend. Which I didn't think that it was, they was gonna do it, but Miro and CJ Perry, they renewed their vows and they're back together, and after their separation in 2022. So yeah, I'm still shocked over that. And yeah, they never got a divorce, so they were just separated. So yeah, it was I'm still shocked about that. Not like anything personal or anything like that, because like we don't know why they separated for or anything like that, but it was just shocking in general. So nothing like nothing major. Um, let's see. I think there's not really much to talk about for this one. I did talk about that on Aftermath Special about Eddie Kingston. Seemed like he didn't want to. What's the point of being like an AEW, especially the directions and stuff they did. So I understand that. But yeah. I guess we read one more. We can do the well, like I said, about the Shinsuke Nakamura. I told y'all that rumor that he was going to be released from his well, not released from his contract, but he's going to let his contract expire was false. Um, let's see. Yep, yep. We know about that, but just oh yeah, she got interviewed by Bubba Ray Dudley on his show Busted Open Back the Dark, and discuss her journey from luchadora to NXT superstar. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this was her answer. She could have chose, Raw or SmackDown instead of like going to NXT. So she said, "I chose NXT because I really like to do new things, but good. I don't like fast, but no good. So I said, okay, I need to learn English. I need to learn TV show. I need to learn the American style, WWE style. So I said, first, I said the main roster, but then I changed my mind and said I'm going to go to NXT to learn. So that's when, where some people do go first to NXT, just to learn, like, get their crap. But then again, you got these other shows that, WWE have was Evolve, which I did forget to watch. I'm going to watch that. For those who like, that watch Evolve, I did see the debut show last week, and I thought it was good. Especially the 6-man tag was like very good. So I'm gonna watch that eventually. So yeah, I got catching up on that one. So yeah, I understand. Some people just want to get their craft first before they go to the main roster. So because you got these people that they want to jump to like the main roster, just that fast, and like just wait to learn and stuff. It's like with the NBA development, like you have the G League now, and like for the player that we have in Giannis, at the time when he got drafted, we didn't have a G League team. Like the G League team was like around, but we didn't have a team yet. But then again, Giannis did learn from the fly, so that's good for him. Um, some of this well, this one I'm gonna talk about the subject. This has something to do with possibly Money in the Bank with being at a certain position. So MSN, as I'm on right now, got like all the WWE events from March all the way up to June, with like a few dates is still undisclosed. So of course last week they was in Philly, and this Friday they'll be in Spain. 21st for SmackDown they'll be in Italy. Then March 28th, the end road trip to Europe. There will be in London for the O2 Arena. Both Raw and SmackDown will be hosting events there those days. And plus, as y'all know, Raw, that for the next 3 weeks, the Raw, live, it will be on the afternoon instead, the normal time in the evenings. So, which I'm all for. So it's good, get that out the way and, whatever. So they can avoid spoilers, but the only thing you can do is like avoid spoilers when it comes to SmackDown, because it'll be recorded earlier that day and then shown again on USA. Kind of sucks, but yeah, that's probably gonna do it. Like, end up avoiding spoilers, so I won't get spoiled about about what's going on. So anyway, so we already know about most of March for on SmackDown. April 4th, of course, most Rosemont, Illinois. That's like the suburb of Chicago. And they always call it Chicago for some reason, but it's like a suburban of Chicago. April 11th, Seattle. Then April 18th, of course, Las Vegas. That's around the time for the WrestleMania weekend. Then you got April 25th, Fort Worth, Texas, the Dixon's Arena, which is possibly they could start doing the WWE draft around this time. Then you got May 2nd, the Demos, Iowa. You got May 9th, that's undisclosed, which I don't think they're gonna have it SmackDown here or something like that. Um, then you got other dates: Greensboro, North Carolina; Savannah, Georgia; Knoxville, Tennessee; San Antonio, Texas; Lexington, Kentucky; Grand Rapids, Michigan; and right here. Okay, I did not call for you.
Currently, in Grand Rapids, Michigan, it's 43 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies. You can expect more of the same tonight, with a low of 30 degrees.
Enough of that. I didn't say the A word, so I don't know why they talk about that. So let's go back to I apologize for people that was watching WFSO 2. I don't know why where every time I use the A word they go to something else. So I apologize about that. Um the June 27th, like undisclosed right here, it's a possibility that, they can have like if they decide, have money in the bank around that weekend, they could. So that's right there. So that's a possibility. And also, it ain't gonna be the beginning of July, because we there's more rumors out there that the all women's pay per view AEW Evolution. I mean WWE Evolution. Sorry, is going to take place on the July 5th. But then again, maybe a week later they'll do Money in the Bank or something like that. Who knows? But then again, we don't know what their PLEs is going to be like. Maybe that May 9th, maybe they will end up having Backlash right there. Maybe that weekend for Backlash. That's a possibility. And then give them some space and have Money in the Bank, and they decide to have it in June or July, or wherever the case may be. We don't know. They don't have July full up yet, or they didn't have any dates in July just yet. So just one of those things you just want to watch out for, and especially for people that's in Milwaukee here. Like we know we getting the PLE, we just waiting on if it's gonna be Money in the Bank or other stuff, but it's more likely we end up gonna get Money in the Bank because I didn't hear about anybody else trying to bid on it. So and like normally you would not have a you know a I forgot the word. Like you probably would have mentioned something about what's gonna be like a a PLE like mentioned sooner, but things like that. So anyway, so we got the Raw. Of course, the oh wow, they'll be in Belgium. Then be in Scotland. Then London in the March. Then they're back in the States. And then they got Minneapolis. See Sacramento. Of course, Las Vegas. Kansas City, Missouri. Both named T-Mobile Arena and T-Mobile Center. That's funny. Let's see. They got May 26th right here undisclosed. And I think they have let's see. Oh no. Okay, that's May 9th, so that wouldn't work. So they got like May 26th and June 9th like undisclosed, so don't know. Wait a minute, May 26th is actually gonna be that weekend they're gonna be in Tampa, so yeah, I'm just surprised they didn't put that down yet. So we already know about that May 26th. They're gonna be in Tampa. So it's kind of strange. But anyways, and June 9th, they got undisclosed too, and I think they don't. Yeah, they had San Antonio on the 6th and the 9th. It's just undisclosed, so they don't know what they're gonna do with that just yet. But for people in Wisconsin, of course, they're gonna have Raw in Green Bay at the Red Center. So a few of my friends are going, so hopefully they have fun there and good luck. Then, as y'all see right here, is like more to their European tour. Let's see, Northern Ireland, Nottingham, England, Vienna, Austria, and Amsterdam, Netherlands. People always like Amsterdam. Of course, NXT Live in March. Oh, that must be like a house show or something that they did. Of course, the Roadblock already happened in Stand and Deliver. Of course, in Vegas, then NXT Battleground, which they announced this week that it's going to be in Tampa. Of course, the next Saturday night main event, of course, is going to be in Tampa, Florida as well. So that's that's all they have. So like I said, June 9th is going to be undisclosed. That's probably the only thing that's going to be undisclosed for Raw, and you got June 27th. That's undisclosed for SmackDown. So possibility, they might have something there. So this is my updated PLE events that, like I said, there's things that we don't know and there's things we know but it's not official. Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber we don't need to talk about. WrestleMania we don't need to talk about. Still that rumor about Backlash in Mexico City, Mexico. You don't know because then again they got that for that. Let me look at that SmackDown. What was that? That May 9th is undisclosed, so maybe they probably will have it backlash around that time. So it probably would be a few weeks earlier than expected. So that's a possibility. It probably would be early May. Then most of June is already settled except for the 27th. That was SmackDown. That was undisclosed too. So possibility they might have Money in the Bank in that June, or they can have it maybe mid July. Like I said, the Evolution. We already know that that's the plan, but they didn't make it official yet. Of course, SummerSlam is official. The Clash in Paris. They talked about that a few weeks ago. Maybe they had Bad Blood. Maybe somewhere either there, or they're gonna have it in Australia, which we heard they're gonna bring three big events in Australia this year. Crown Jewel, you got Saudi Arabia, so that's probably the only one Saudi Arabia show that they're gonna have. Survivor Series November, wherever that's gonna be. Then you got the rumor Ruthless Aggression that's gonna be in Boston, December 27th. Um, like I said, if y'all see like a star right there, that means like it's been confirmed. So of course the NXT PLE events. We already got Finders Day out there, and we already know about. Let me just make that official. So I don't know why I didn't do it, but let's just make it official. There we go. So yeah, I forgot to just make it official. NXT Heatwave maybe in Milwaukee, maybe after they do Money in the Bank. And we heard rumors that they may have Money in the Bank like a 2-day event, so that's a possibility. Great American Bash, their other PLE event for the NXT will be in July. Probably like maybe mid to late July, so that's a possibility. Okay, No Mercy, they normally have it September. Halloween Havoc, October, then December. Their final pay per view, the final PLE, I should say, event for NXT will be, of course, none other than Deadline. So, of course, y'all see here Roadblock and New Year's Evil, that's already done. Then let's make Saturday Night Main Event for this one official. So, there we go. Just to make that official. We know the day about July 12th, but they didn't make it official yet. And plus, we don't have like all the events that's gonna be going on in July so far, so they didn't put all that out. So you never know. You know what? That'll be interesting. If we don't have Money in the Bank, we end up having Saturday night's main event. Just like what they're doing with Tampa, maybe Milwaukee will have something like that. Maybe Saturday night's main event. Then it'll be the Great American Bash PLE. Then have Monday Night Raw the next night. So according to Fires of Form, I'm on July, and like I said, that'll be July 12th, and there's nothing going on that day. There's nothing going on for Fires of Form so far. Like I said, late June, if they decide do the Great American Bash, there's nothing there either. If they end up doing like early June, I don't think they don't want to interfere with if the Bucks might make it to the NBA Finals, which, sorry to say, but I don't think they're gonna make it past the second round. So, but that's just me, like trying to be realist, but not hating on the Bucks or anything like that, because that's my team, and I just think I don't think they're gonna make it past the second round. So that'll be sometime like, let's go back to mid-May, which probably would be around here where they probably gonna finish. Then you know, all seasons, and everything goes on that. Okay. Oh wow, that's new. Deftones. North American tune. Okay. So they Fire the Farm been constantly naming stuff they're gonna happen this summer, like just like that, and yeah, it's crazy. May 22nd. Okay. Oh, okay. That's a another band, which I did not see that. Oh yeah, the Man's Live Grieving. Oh, Tamia and David Mann. Of course, they play Cora and Mr. Brown from Tyler Perry movies and series. I forgot. They mentioned that today, and I forgot to. Sorry, I just forgot to talk about that. Anyways, so so crazy thing is, I think they even put that up yet. Okay, yes they did. Okay, but yeah, their stuff can be going on from like now to wherever the case may be with because normally I think like almost everybody should know like how WWE schedule is when it comes to here in Milwaukee, because they only come here like twice a year. It'd be around between February and March, or be like between October and December. So things can happen, and who knows. But yeah, that's all I got for like that right now, and so we're gonna just mainly hold on to this June 27th. So we'll see how that is, and like I said, June 27th, they really don't have, yeah, they don't have anything that that weekend. So big possibility. Um, but I am glad they bring it back to all women's PLE event. So it would be cool if we would have had that. But hey, I'm happy either way that at least they bringing it back. So let's get out of that one, and got a little bit of time left. So let's look at some Marvel and DC news. Um, I didn't see the third episode of what is this? I will go back to that in a second. So I'm just seeing what this is. Oh, okay. So yeah, most likely they just announced that, and we did just talk about that. So go back to what I was looking at. Let's see, like any Oh, okay. Spider-Man 4 was supposed to be released in 2011. So, and Sadie Sink joined the cast of Spider-Man 4, but they're not sure what she's gonna be playing. So Spider-Man 4 gonna end up being like a multiverse thing before the end of the multiverse saga, which would be Secret Wars. Let's see. Let's see. Villain in Spider-Man 4 won't be a street level villain. So a lot of things they coming up with and saying like this gonna happen and this gonna happen. We don't know. Um, let's see. Well, we there. They mentioned something about Hawkeye. Season 2 will probably would be like the same thing as it was. Season 1 would be like a Christmas thing, which is was for the first season. Well, she can always come back. Or Black Widow can come back in Secret Wars, so they ain't nothing. Huh? Fan art for first steps of Fantastic Four. That's cool. Um, well, not really that much to talk about. So let's go to DC news before we end the show. Go to DC updates. Ugh. Okay, that'd be good for a while. Um, of course, Superman hits in just 4 months. Oh wow. Okay, Tom LaFar confirms that he has an entire line of action figures planned for the DCU Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow film set to release next year. So that'd be interesting. And some of those figures and stuff, pretty good. And no, I don't think she would. Okay. So yeah, and plus, you got some like YouTubers and all that stuff thinking that when with Warner Brothers, they owe money, especially for the failed projects of the DCEU, and I don't know what they talking about. I love the DCEU. I thought like most of the things were like great, especially I love the Flash, and I don't know, but controversies and stuff like that you can understand, and well, you can't please everybody. Um, let's see. Oh, The Dark Knight will be re-released in IMAX May 23rd. Okay. And Eddie Gaddagy, okay. Okay, just okay, in shape for his role as Mr. Terrific. Maiden Fulton hints that the Guy Gardner, that's the other Green Lantern, is a jerk in Superman. Well, it's just the way he looks. It's not like surprising. Official logo for Superman Day taking place on April 18th. I guess that's the logo, and somebody didn't like it. I thought it was like kind of like from the original logo, and if my roommate would have saw this, he probably would have loved it. So you know what? Let me share this with him. Um, maybe he has like a different opinion on that, but I don't know. I thought it was great. Although he don't like the this Kingdom Come Superman logo that's on the Superman movie that's coming out in July, he don't like that, and I don't know. It's just like if everybody wants things like to be comic book accurate, but the story doesn't always have to be comic book accurate. They could like change some things, like leave it surprised. Because like if you go by the comic books, it's like what's the point of watching it? Is you already going to like spoil it by reading the comic book? So you know they just have to do something different. But that's just my opinion. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. That will be it for us. Guys that join us on Twitch, please, follow us on here and spread the word about the channel. Let people know we do live content like almost every day. If you guys that's on YouTube, please like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so hopefully we can get there. Also check out over 2,500 videos and counting, and especially with a lot of topics we talk about, like wrestling I'm sorry, I have to do this because of my teeth. Anyways, like I said, like wrestling content, bus content, also comic books and TV news like we was just talking about, and I mentioned wrestling, but Milwaukee development. That's what we meant to say. And we're one of the longest reigning channels on YouTube. Also, check out the website wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com. Like upcoming events in the Midwest. Also, we have like photos we took, at wrestling events, and also photos we took at Bucks events as well, and all other cool stuff like wrestling talk and all that stuff. I do gotta put that today video on the website, so I gotta do that sometime, tonight. So, you know, just a wait and see thing. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Although yeah, it looks like it was like nearly an hour we did this, so perfect timing. So thank you guys for watching. Until the next video, you guys have a good one.